Good afternoon. My name is Amalia Deligiannis, and I'm the editor of Plumbing Engineer magazine. We are here again for another episode of PHCPPros Live at the AHR Expo here in Las Vegas. With me this afternoon, I have Mathew Tucci from IPEX USA. Good afternoon, Mathew.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming. Before we get started, can you tell us a little bit about, can you tell the world a little bit about yourself and what you do at IPEX?
Sure. So, my name is Mathew Tucci. I'm the market development specialist at IPEX. My role involves specifically flue gas venting, and my role involves educating various stakeholders related to venting, whether that is inspectors, it could be installers, it could be design engineers, anybody involved with the product, educating them on certified venting, features and benefits, testing, design and installation best practices, available products in the market, that sort of thing.
Okay, so tell us a little bit more about IPEX in general.
Sure. So IPEX is a thermoplastic piping manufacturer. So we manufacture thermoplastic piping systems for a wide variety of applications that can range from municipal piping to electrical conduit piping to industrial, double containment piping, and then of course plumbing and mechanical. So at the show we're showcasing specifically our System 1738 and our System 636 flue gas venting products. So these are certified venting products manufactured to venting standards, and that's part of the education process.
So why is having a certified product so important?
So that's a great question. And the reason is, part of the plumbing products which have been used for quite a long time in the industry, really out of, because there was no alternative. And those are products that IPEX also makes, and we are, quite familiar with those products. Mm-hmm. But they're not certified. And what I mean by certified is they're not tested or manufactured to any standards that have relation to venting, combustion gas.
Okay.
And oftentimes you see premature failures because those products aren't tested and they aren't able to withstand the application. So the benefit of certified products is, you're using a product that's been tested specifically for what it's being used for. Mm-hmm. It comes with product warranty. You have, application specific products such as fittings, mm-hmm. that sort of thing.
Oh, that's wonderful. And so this year at the show, you're focusing again, you said, on your System 1738 and
Yes.
System 636.
Yeah.
Could you talk a little bit about each of one of those specifically?
Sure. So System 1738 is a certified PVC system, and it's certified to UL 1738. That system is, dimensionally very similar to plumbing products which have been used in the past. The difference is in the actual PVC compound that we use to extrude the pipe and to mold the fittings.
Okay.
So it took IPEX, quite a long time in research and development and innovation to come up with a compound that was able to pass the rigorous testing requirements, essentially. Okay. So the system is available in 2 to 3 and 4 inch, and it's certified to a temperature of 149 degrees.
Okay.
On the other side, we have our System 636 CPVC. So this is a very similar standard, but it's the ULC S636 standard, which is a Canadian venting standard.
Okay.
And that standard is similar but not as stringent. And that product is CPVC, so it's able to handle temperatures up to 194 degrees, so higher temperature applications.
Okay, and how long has the System 1738 and System 636 been out on the market?
So the 1738 system is newer. It's been around, I believe, just over 2 years. Mm-hmm. The System 636 has been around for quite a long time. We launched that in 2007 or 2008 when the Canadian Building Code changed.
Okay, and how has the market reacted to this product? What kind of feedback have you been getting?
So it's regional. We're seeing different code requirements in different jurisdictions. Mm-hmm. In jurisdictions that require certified product, the response has been good. And then in other jurisdictions where they don't require it, we still are seeing some interest, especially in contractors who want to, contractors and installers who want to reduce their risk and liability, sleep a little bit easier at night and use a certified product.
Great. And what's the main problem that these products solve?
Great question again. The main problem is a lack of testing and a lack of minimum performance that you can expect from our product. So when you have a product that's certified to a standard, you expect a minimum level of performance because it's been tested. Mm-hmm. When you use a a product that's not intended for the application, such as plumbing products in a venting application, because they're not tested, you do have no minimum level of performance. So you have premature failures, and you have really premature failures that result in injury or in things like that. So obviously it wants to be avoided.
Right.
So again, at the end of the day, you're reducing risk and liability.
Okay, that sounds what we need to do in this world, especially we're in a pretty litigious society,
Yes.
aren't we? Here at the show, let's talk about the show a little bit. You have a booth, right? What's your booth
Yes.
number?
I believe it's 11138.
38. 11138. And
that's in the North Concourse.
in the North Concourse,
Yes.
right. So what new products will you be touting at booth N11138?
So we are showcasing the 1738 PVC, and we also are speaking a little bit about the System 1738 CPVC, which is what we're launching hopefully later this year. So that product's in the process of being certified. And when you compare that to the PVC, essentially you have a higher temperature rating, but the same system in terms of dimensions and certification. So that'll be both certified to UL 1738, one for lower temperature applications and one for higher temperature applications. So we're excited about that. Yeah, we've been looking forward to that.
So it's pretty much a similar product, but higher temperature value.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So one is a PVC, the other is a CPVC. So similar, but different materials. One's able to handle higher temperatures.
Same benefits?
Same benefits, of
Fantastic.
course. Same benefits.
So who would be interested in a product that has such a higher temperature rating?
Well, it might be more commercial applications, more high efficiency boiler applications, whereas the PVC we see more on a residential scale. Tankless water heaters, high efficiency tank water heaters and furnaces. The CPVC is more geared towards commercial applications, the higher temperature applications.
Okay, all right. And I read somewhere that you like to spread the knowledge
Absolutely.
and application knowledge as much as possible.
Yes. So
how do you plan on doing this, like at the show and out to the world?
Yeah, so that's a big portion of what I do. Again, try and educate various stakeholders. So whether that, again, is design engineers or inspectors who are interested in the product, especially in contractors and installers as well. And then tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock, I'm actually giving a presentation called Safeguarding Against the Dangers of Carbon Monoxide. So that's going to be about a 50-minute presentation with some time at the end for questions.
Okay.
And that presentation is going to go over, a 101 on certified venting, starting off with, what the application is, problems that we see with products that have been used in the past, kind of why those products have been used. We'll break down some of the standards such as UL 1738 and some of the plumbing standards as well.
Okay.
And then we'll get into some of the key performance and material testing associated with UL 1738. So,
all right.
it goes into detail and gives an overview of products available in the market.
Okay.
So if anybody is interested, they should definitely be joining.
So tomorrow you'll be speaking at 2:45 p.m. Vegas time, everyone. But if they are not here and they would like to learn more about your the safeguarding against the carbon monoxide, how do they reach out to you? Who do they talk to?
So they could come by the booth if they're here at the show, or they could visit our website. So our website is www.ipexna.com. So there's lots of information on there that they could reach out to. We'd be happy to help.
And what can PHCPPros expect from your company in 2022? Anything
hopefully
beyond?
lots of good things.
Yes?
We are looking forward again to the launch of the CPVC system, System 1738. And we're also going to be building a new molding facility just near our Pineville, North Carolina location. So that's going to be, very exciting for us to increase our capacity. There's going to be a big focus on health and safety and sustainability. So we're really looking forward to that as well.
Now, the build out of your new facility, the running of the company in general, how has that been impacted by the pandemic? What do you think has changed the most?
Yeah, so I think we've had to have a big focus on communication with our customers, and there's been supply chain issues, and I think we have to make sure that we are communicating constantly, letting them know what the situation is, because it's changed quite a lot, obviously. So yeah, it's allowed us to develop a good relationship, even closer relationship with our customers, because we've had to communicate and internally and externally.
So in terms of communication, have you developed other platforms, or do you use other platforms to communicate with customers, or is it strictly pick up the phone, talk to them?
It depends. It could be
Yeah.
different every day. So yeah, phone, email, but a lot of webinars. You know, if we're not able to go out on site, some of the webinars have, you know, some of the webinar softwares have let us reach an audience that maybe wouldn't have otherwise been able to get together to you know, for information and that kind of thing. So
Right.
yeah, it's been interesting. It's been good.
Right, so great. What kind of feedback do you think you've had from your webinars? Do you get any reaction from the participants?
Yeah, it depends on who you're presenting to. So you know, some are more receptive to it.
Yeah.
Some you know, they've seen so many, so maybe it gets a little tired after a while. But
Yeah.
no, it's been good overall.
All right, all right. Is there anything you'd like to add? Is
No, I think
think
the
that we
show
should
is
know?
great. It's great to have everybody back in one place and everybody in person. So
Yeah, it's a pretty good vibe out here. There's
Yeah.
a lot of people milling about, as we can see. Again, I think if we should tell anyone, I'm speaking with Mathew Tucci from IPEX USA. Thank you very much for being with me this afternoon.
no problem. Thank you for
And
having me.
Please feel free to visit Mathew and his team at booth N11138 here at the AHR Expo, or you can visit them again at www.
IPEXNA.com.
There you go. We will be back in a few minutes, so enjoy the break. And that's it. Thank you.